if you're live streaming, you can sit here. If you're taking photos, same thing. Yeah. Because I'm live right now, so let's just see if anybody watches me. I've got to bring my little tripod. I left it in my bag at home. Live stream. That right there is a vehicle assembly plant. Right next door to it, you can barely make it out. You can. Is the Falcon Heavy. And over here, let me zoom in for you guys a little bit more. That is Blue Origin's building right there. You can barely make it out, but night over there, right my fingers out, that is Kennedy Space Center. And that little dot right there, is actually the Falcon Heavy. As of this morning, there was an 80% chance of launch today. And the reason I'm not closer is because of the rocket exhaust and the smoke and all the fire coming out. They want to keep you a safer distance away from it. And they're pretty sure there's guys who paid a lot more money than I have to sit literally like right over there in the bleachers. But they paid huge amounts of money. So give me a second, guys. I'm going to share this real quick. So about like the launch window opens up in about 30 minutes. And it's saying it's going to take anywhere from 7:30 to 8:25, 7:29 to 7:24 to 8:24 to launch. And it'll make it perfect because the sun is setting at that time. So it'll make a great atmosphere with the cloud coming down and all that stuff. So once again, so from where you see the telephone poles right there, the radio towers, all the way over to that building right over there, and even further over that direction, it's all It's all Kennedy, all Cape Canaveral space. Now, if you look over here, I'm gonna pan the camera over this way. That is that big building right there that you see. That is actually Blue Origin's building where they're building their rockets to go. And very off in the distance there, you'll see Kennedy Space Center. Do you actually have a YouTube channel just to take photos? Yeah, so that see that little toothpick looking thing up on the building? That's the Falcon Heavy. And right behind it, over in that direction, is actually the runway. Mm-hmm. And it's like a 2-mile long runway, or it's a huge runway. occasionally, guys, you'll see manatees in this. This right here is the Indian River Lagoon. I call it the bay, but this is the Indian River Lagoon. And sometimes you'll see manatees here. Sometimes you'll see dolphins swimming around. I've yet to see a shark in here, but I know they're here. Occasionally you see a pelican too that flies by. If you're just joining me, off in the distance is the vehicle assembly plant, and then right next to it, that little bed-looking, toothpick-looking thing, it's actually the SpaceX Falcon Heavy. I know this is in a Disney scope. I still think it's kind of cool. This is the moon. See the moon. So, welcome to the live stream, guys. I know this isn't a... I know this isn't a Disney live stream. I just want to do a surprise live stream of the Falcon Heavy launch. As you can see, some of the guys, the cameras. Some of the cameras. Look at the lenses on those cameras, guys. Look at the lenses on the cameras. Holy cow. So if you're just joining me, off in the distance is actually the SpaceX Falcon Heavy launch site. That's Pad A and Pad B right there. Pad 39A, Pad 40. That is actually where... what's up, Gary? Welcome to the stream. Off in the distance is actually the Falcon Heavy, SpaceX Falcon Heavy. Right next to it is actually the vehicle assembly plant, where they took that Falcon Heavy and put it upright. This is like literally like 2 minutes from my house. And I could have paid a lot of money It's an 80% chance you just saw the fish jump. I think it's an 80% chance that it's going to go tonight. That was this morning when it was still thundering and lightning out, so I think it might go tonight. I have a feeling it's going to go, and it's a beautiful night for it to launch. And it's a beautiful spot, as you can see. There is nothing. The launch opens up in about, the window opens up in about a half hour. So it's anywhere from 7:24 to 8:24. Is really going to actually hit the button to go for launch. I'll be here streaming the whole thing. So I just want to show you guys too. If you guys don't know, this is all, as far as in the range. This is all Kennedy Space or Cape Canaveral. NASA uses it. Space Force uses it. This is where they launch by. This is where SpaceX launches their rockets. United Launch Alliance, Boeing, they all launch from this site right here, from that pad right there in front of you guys are looking at. But here's the cool thing is, over there, that white building in the distance, that's Blue Origin. And right in front of it, you can barely see it, it's Kennedy Space Tunnel. I did a couple vlogs from that. So the window opens up at 7:30, 7:24 as I'm thinking is when the window opens up. To launch, if it's going to go for launch. And as of this morning, it was an 85% chance. It was an 85% go for launch. So another fish. And here's the cool thing about this one: if you ever come down to Florida, get on the 407 or the 528, come all the way down to Titusville, go to Kennedy Space Center, and you can also occasionally be able to see a real live rocket launch. Not on TV or live streaming, you can actually see a live rocket launch. What's up, guys? What's up, James? So, for those that are just joining me, and there'll be more coming in, I'll do it again, but I'm sure it's good. It's up in front of us is actually the vehicle assembly plant. And right next to that red little tower, that little toothpick-looking thing, is actually where the Falcon Heavy is sitting. That's pad 39A, I do believe. And that's where the Falcon's going to launch from. Now, as of this morning, when it was thunder and lightning out, they were saying it was 85% chance of go for launch tonight. So I do believe that it's going to go tonight. And you'll see the big old plume of smoke, flames. You hear that rumble. Everything that's associated with the rocket launch, you're going to see tonight. My problem is trying to get home, which is like five minutes down the road from here, with all the traffic leaving. Now, there's other spots you can watch. You can actually go on over that side towards the beach. You can watch it from Kennedy Space Center. You can watch it from Cocoa Beach. But this right here is literally like, 3 miles directly to the pad. Right across, if I swam 3 miles, I would swim right to that, swim right onto the, right up to, Ron John, it's actually in Cocoa Beach. That's about 30 minutes down the road. Down the A1, which is right behind me. So, and the thing is, it's this one back here. This is all federal land right there in front of me. That's all Cape Canaveral Air Force Station, along with NASA. So in order to get on there, you have to be either on the tool or you have to have a government badge, which I don't have that. My job, I don't have that clearance to go on there with my badge. I can see the, and tell you the truth, from the naked eye, you can actually see it. I don't know if the camera's doing it justice or not. You can actually see the actual rocket ready to go. It's just like back. I don't know how my parents or maybe some of your parents or some of you viewers did it back when the Saturn V were going and the Apollo missions or the space shuttles. This is kind of exciting. To me, this is actually like I feel like a little giddy, like a little school kid. And this is actually better because normally I'm in my backyard watching these things. I decided to come down a little closer for you guys to do it. So, and there's a crowd building behind me. I'm telling you, it's like I was a kid watching the space shuttle go. I can imagine being during the 60s and the 70s when the Apollo missions were going. You know, how exciting they were to watch the Apollo missions going. So what happened? They get scrubbed? What's that?
It's delayed to the end of the launch window.
Oh, it's delayed? It's not. So technically it's delayed till, which is fine, a little bit longer. The launch window's just moved over a little bit to 8:26 is when they're thinking it's gonna go. So I'm still gonna be here watching it with you guys. And so it gives me a chance to explain the thing. And occasionally in this pond, in this water too, is you'll actually see manatees and you see dolphins come in, and occasionally you see a seagull or the pelican come by. I still brought my little Sextant camera. I don't think I have one in my truck. I think they're all at home. And Right now, there's news crews somewhere around this vicinity. They may be over on that bridge. But there's another spot too. But I guarantee you that bridge over there, it's full with people as well. I'm always having a good time. I feel this right here, I'm giddy like a little school kid. Even though it's been delayed till like 8:24. I feel like a little kid. I feel like I've traveled back in time to say to when they were doing the Saturn V's and the Apollo missions to actually be this close. And I know I'm here and I live in this area, and I get to see them all the time from my backyard. But this is definitely unique because I'm getting to see it live, and it's one of the big boys. Now it doesn't have enough rocket power on this one. Oh no! Hey, I saw you down there. I'm just trying to reply to your message. And if we, there's some pelicans for you guys. It's a little something different for you guys, but this isn't your typical Disney stream, and I understand that, and I understand if you guys don't want to watch. But this is something that, to me, this is something besides Disney, and I wanted to branch out. I wanted to do more non-Disney scopes. And this is one of those areas that if you get an Uber or you get a rental car, you drive the 528. That's everybody. There we go. Up. They're back. So, as I was saying, this is about 45 minutes from both Universal Studios and Walt Disney World. And this is Cape Canaveral Space Base. And right over there in that distance, right over there, it's actually Kennedy Space Center. And a big blue-white building, sorry for the wind, right off the water. That is Blue Origin's building for this space program. This is where SpaceX, right there, this is where SpaceX launches the Falcon 9s, the Dragons, where they do the manned missions. This is where they launch from, and tonight's going to be the big boy. Tonight's one of the big ones where they launch, as I call it, the house shaker. This is when it will literally shake your house. So I'm gonna go live, and so and if my battery goes bad on my gimbal, I'll just I will go by hand. Get back in focus with you guys. So that building that you see in front of the camera, as I put in my that building right there in front of the camera, that is actually the vehicle assembly plant, and that is where they actually took the Saturn V, the space shuttle, SpaceX. They actually bring that up right from being flat on a trailer, and they put it upright so it can be able to launch. Right next to it is the red little toothpick looking thing. That is actually Let me see if I can zoom in for you guys. That right there, that is the Falcon Heavy. I'm gonna zoom in over this way a little bit for you guys. And the wall's a bit choppy, but that's because the front's moved through as we plan over that way. So that right there, that white thing right there in front of the screen, that is actually the booster rockets and the fuel for the fuel container for Space Shuttle Atlantis. And that building right there in the front of the screen, that is actually Blue Origin's area where they're working on a that's Jeff Bezos' space thing. And right over here is actually a runway, right next to those radio towers. That's actually a runway. That's like a 3-mile long runway. And there she is. That's the Falcon Heavy right there in front of the screen, guys. It's supposed to launch at 8. The window, it's actually at 8:26. It's been pushed back to 8:26. It's been delayed a little bit, but I'm going to continue to go live until I can no longer see the contrails of the flame. But it's 8:26, and it's literally across the if I can say it, across the water from me. And there's only one spot you can get closer. And I don't have that kind of money or that kind of clout to know people to get me in. So a lot of people who are getting closer will have a lot more people to get them in than me. So let me zoom back out for you guys. So it is actually about 3 miles. As you can see some of the pelicans flying by. It's actually about 3 miles from where I'm standing to across to that vehicle assembly plant. And if you know NASA and you know all the space programs, that's actually where they put that when those vehicles upright to launch. They put them on a crawler and they bring them out to the pads, which is right over the next one. So, for all those that are watching on YouTube, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. If you want to hit that subscribe button, that's cool. If you don't, that's cool too. I do live streams just to have fun. But this is something I thought would be different than my typical Disney scopes, my typical Disney lives. I'm trying, so, plus it's kind of cool. It makes me feel like a kid. I'm over here actually doing like and right behind me is the A1A, which takes you all the way from up Maine all the way down to Miami. And it's literally like 5 minutes from my house. This spot I'm at now, to go over there is like 10 minutes. Give me a second, guys. There we go. My camera, I'm starting to charge my phone up. My gimbal wasn't having it. So I apologize for the breeze, but literally straight across That direction is actually the Atlantic Ocean. And that little white building right there, it's actually right next. Actually, it's right next to it. That section right there, that thing right there, is actually what's launching tonight. Not that big white building, because that's sure. But that little thing right there, that's actually what's being launched tonight. And see, launch days here tend to be like a little bit of a picnic. Families come out, they have picnics to go out to eat. They bring pizza. I'm surprised they don't have barbecues. It's not very often that a Falcon Heavy launches from here, so it's kind of a big deal in this town. In fact, it's another YouTuber over there. Thank you for serving, so appreciate it. No?
I'd have my ring on there, but
Oh, I told you.
Thomas Ford.
What's your channel?
Well, let's see. I am streaming to Florida Vacation Network right now, and also Disney Connections at the same time. So, what about yourself?
I'm Adventures with KM.
Oh, okay, Adventures with KM. Perfect.
I'll
I'll check you out.
I would have a sticker, but my gear bag's at home. I'm like,
Oh, I know. I wasn't even gonna do this. I was just coming to watch it myself, but I thought, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and help. Let my friends.
I live like 5 minutes down the road.
Oh, really? Okay.
Like
so
right around the corner, up the corner. I'm like, I'll go to the drugstore and do it for them. I'm like, maybe I'll go a little bit closer.
Nice. So you've seen these before?
Yes.
Yeah. This is gonna be my first time.
So it's kind of nice. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. And now my wife was just looking up. It looks like we're pushed back to about 8:26.
Yeah.
So which isn't bad because the sun will be down. A little
And see, it'll be perfect because you have the sun setting and then you have the flame coming out. And you have the smoke. It's perfect.
Yeah. I'm so excited.
I just forgot my.
Uh-oh. If I had something, I'd help you out.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, we do mostly Disney. Where we just launched our new channel, Florida Vacation Network, about a little over a month ago, and so we've been working on putting that channel together. We usually go Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 10 a.m. and do things from the Orlando area.
Yeah.
And so, but we want to branch out and do the Space Coast. We want to do Daytona and other things that are around.
I usually do Disney.
Yeah.
I just now starting to get like, I'm here in the neighborhood. Let me just.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I'm still stuck at 2.7.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm trying to get the channel
Well,
up
there you
and
go.
more people watching.
Yeah. Got to start somewhere.
So.
Mike, welcome in. Yeah. So it sounds like the launch was pushed back. We're going to be here. I'm going to stay live until the launch or until they scrub it. One of the two, but we will be here live. So stand by. You can pop in and out if you want. Give you time to go tell your friends to come check us out. Florida Vacation Network. Some friend requests coming in from Facebook. Awesome.
Facebook, I'm live on YouTube.
I'm on live on 2 different channels on YouTube. I'm live on Facebook, 2 or 3 pages. I just wanted to get it out there to whoever, make sure everybody can see what's going on.
So.
Now, I assume it's that launch pad right there to the left. Of
So
the
you see the vehicle assembly plant right up to that little red towel off to the side. It looks like a red toothpick.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. So there's the single tower to the left of the building. Is that?
That's it.
Okay, that's it. It's not
Yep.
the 3 towers to the
No.
left of that. Okay.
So the other 3 towers are actually other pads.
Okay.
And usually that's where SpaceX launches the Dragons
Okay.
and those.
And where did they launch from on Friday night at the 6 o'clock?
Friday night was usually it's in that same bed vicinity, but it wasn't the Heavy. It was one of the ones that are empty now.
Yeah. We were driving down here. We actually saw it. We were probably over. We were closer to Orlando when it launched, so we got to see a little bit.
I was right here.
Oh,
I was right here eating dinner.
So you got to see Friday night's launch.
I heard it. I'm like,
I'm super excited for this. It's a little clearer than it was Friday night. I know Friday night with the cloud cover, they said that the rumble would be, pretty loud.
Well, it's not bad.
So well, I mean, for the Heavy though, the Heavy.
The Heavy, yes, the Heavy is going to be
a lot louder.
You'll hear it shaking.
I love it.
It's kind of like have you ever been through an earthquake? It's kind of like
slept through a couple of them.
It's kind of like an earthquake.
Okay.
That sound, the whole house is rattling, everything rattles. It's call alarms are going off. It's actually a pretty fun experience. If you've never been through one,
I've only slept through an earthquake. I've never felt one, and this will be my very first launch ever.
So I've been through an earthquake. Woke me up.
Where were you living?
A town called Laughlin, Nevada.
Oh, okay.
And it was a 7-something hit in California.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to live in Oregon, so we would get some small ones there, but my father-in-law was in a big one down in California back in the 90s. Welcome in if you're new, or if you're an old timer. Feel free to put something in the chat. Say hello. Tell me where you're watching from, and make sure you smash those like buttons. Throw the hearts in there on Facebook. Share it out with your friends. We are here in Titusville, Florida, which is right across from Cape Canaveral. And go over there to the right. Look over there to the right. That is Kennedy Space Center. Okay, so kind of between the tree and the pier here, you'll see some buildings off on the horizon. Kennedy Space Center over there.
I'll leave you to it.
All right,
I'm gonna go back and have my water.
Yes, sir. It was nice meeting you.
And that big white building,
Yeah.
that's a Blue Oceans.
Okay.
So that's Jeff Bezos' pet project.
Oh, that's Bezos' place. Oh, okay.
Yes.
I was wrong, y'all. Right there, one on the horizon, like middle of the screen. That's Bezos. So it's the Amazon guy. That's where he's shooting off his rockets. There's a little competition we got from this side to this side over here.
And
right?
so from that from that Kennedy Space Center all the way over to the bridge, the very man got the bridge over there. That's all U.S. government land.
Okay.
And over here, you can see the little tower that's shining in the distance.
Yes.
That's actually a runway.
Okay.
And that's
really?
like a 3-mile long runway.
Wow. So they bring some big things in there.
That's where the space shuttle
Would land. Okay.
It's right there.
Okay. Interesting. Oop. Shaky there. So yeah, learn something new every day.
So
I didn't make it out that far yesterday. Now let's see, where is the museum that you take the bus to from Kennedy? Is it that big building there?
So that's the vehicle assembly plant right ahead of us, right in front of the camera.
Okay, so the vehicle assembly plant is where you take the tour.
So you would take it drives around, and the other building is there, I think, right over there with that little white little roof right there. That's where the Saturn rocket is.
Oh, got it. Okay. All right. Exciting. Awesome.
So when you live here like 3 years, like, oh yeah, it's this, and occasionally you'll see dolphins and you'll see manatees
I think it was a manatee when I was going across the bridge on Friday in the morning. I think I saw a manatee in the water.
Which means that there's probably sharks in here too, like bull sharks.
Oh yeah. All sorts of stuff
So just don't need to fish.
Don't need to fish here?
Yeah, it's catch and release.
Oh, okay. All right, y'all. Welcome into Florida Vacation Network.
You just want like this, like what's like wearing the suit.
I'm in school.
Oh, yeah.
So you see the VAB. And
Yeah.
the little tan building at the bottom to the right.
Yeah.
That's our hangar.
Nice.
Airplanes are in there.
Nice. The T-38s and
No, F-104.
oh, this will have one.
It's the last 3 flying in the world, I think. Wow. So I'm paying for classes. I'm just a student. I'm bored.
The Widowmaker.
So I guess I remember that.
It's the Widowmaker. I know my airplanes.
I did the L-39. That's what got me started in it. Now I'm up to this one.
When I was a kid, that's what I used to want to be. I just want to be an A-10 pilot.
This is going to be around for a long time.
Now, I got older, got in high school, and I just got tired of doing school work. I just got tired of everything. I lived in school. So I still work for the government. I just don't work for the Air Force. I'm on the civilian side, but still.
Did you work on the T-38?
No. I'm the guy telling you to take your shoes off at the airport.
What?
I'm the guy that tells you when you fly through the airport.
Oh, TSA?
Yeah.
Oh, right on.
I'm still government. I'm just not the glamorous.
It's a job that will never go out of business.
Yes. As long as, yeah. As long as there's bad people in the world. So, if you're just joining us, guys, this building, as you see, there's a dolphin, there's a shark right there. You see the dolphin? That's actually now. That's a dolphin right there, guys. That's a dolphin. It's coming in. They're playing around. That's not why I'm here, but it's a dolphin for you guys for the live stream. That's a real live, not in captivity dolphin. And up ahead, up in the top screen, that's Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin's building. That's where his space program is going. Now, the reason I'm here, as you can tell by the headlines, is because that little red dot, little red toothpick in the background, that is actually the Falcon Heavy, SpaceX Falcon Heavy to be exact. And it is planned on going off tonight. Now I don't know it's supposed to be 8:25 and I don't have my watch with me. It's kind of like a last minute stream. I know we do Disney streams. This was kind of like a last minute, like, I'll do have to do a quick little stream for you guys. I've been on for 45 minutes. But off in the distance is the vehicle assembly plant. That's where they take the SpaceX capsules or the as you see SpaceX launches from right next door with those radio pads right there. Those actually other pads next to it. That's where SpaceX launches their rockets to go in space to resupply the Space Center, the International Space Center. They launch from there, but next to it. So when the rockets come in, they get brought back down, like you've seen, reusable. They're laid flat and they get put upright right there in that vehicle assembly plant. And right over here in the distance, right over there where that crane is, that's actually one of those returnable rockets that the crane is bringing off of the flatbed truck trailer bring it onto it so it can be brought to the vehicle assembly plant. And right there in the distance, that little white little dot is actually Kennedy Space Center. That's actually the booster rocket full and the disposable fuel tank for, hey, how's it going, Lewis? Welcome to Titusville, Florida. And right across the bay here, I call it the bay, but it's actually a lagoon. It's actually the SpaceX Falcon Heavy. So it's supposed to go off at 8:26 is the new scheduled time. I don't have my watch with me. Normally I'm at home in my backyard watching these take off. But it should be a nice evening, a nice night for an evening launch. As you can see the sun setting on the background. These things do get loud. They do get rumble. I'm hoping we can hear both on the live stream. And thanks to Lewis for joining in the end of the live stream. Hopefully you guys won't be disappointed for those that are watching. I'm just stalling now, hoping that it goes off soon. I don't know what the time it is. But over here, right over there, is actually a 3-mile long runway. And that's where the space shuttle would land when it came into back into Kennedy Space Center. But what we're focusing on right now is that baby right there. That big monstrous beauty that is going to spew fire and smoke. Much like the dragon in Disneyland that went up in flames. So, just a surprise. Now tomorrow I'm going to be live. If you guys want to continue watching me, I would love to do that. If you want to subscribe to the channel, I would love that as well. I know me in Disney doing live streams in Disney. I know tomorrow I'm going to be. Ooh, I think that Pelican can grab something. No, maybe not. He's coming in to swim. To relax. So this water does actually connect to the Atlantic. It connects about 30 minutes down the road. It connects to like maybe a 100-foot wide channel where they actually launch the cruise ships. So, I was going to say, as I got distracted by the Pelican wanting to make an appearance, want to make a 2-screen time. I usually do live streams from Disney on Saturday evenings. The Dead's a Quell too. So, if you guys want to watch tomorrow, I'm going to be live in Epcot for Kool and the Gangs for some of their hits, some of their songs. I'll just put out videos Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Not this week because I'm doing lives. But today, we're not talking Disney. Today, we're talking NASA. We're talking SpaceX. And we're talking about the Falcon Heavy, which is soon, hopefully soon to go off. Unless they delayed it again or scrubbed it. And usually this atmosphere around here is actually kind of nice because everyone comes out, they have food out, they have picnic tables, they drink water and they're relaxing and having fun. I've got a man beside me that's taking photos. I have another guy down the way that's doing another stream from it. So it actually makes it kind of unique and kind of nice. It kind of has that same atmosphere of that you see on TV or the films from the 70s when the Apollo program was going off and the Saturn V rockets were going off. It kind of has that same feel, and it feels I'm giddy like a school kid at Christmas time. you know. So, for those that don't know, yeah, this is actually Cape Canaveral uh, Space Base, so Space Force Base, NASA, SpaceX, Boeing, U.S. Space Force. They all use the same base. I do believe that SpaceX's building is over in that direction right there. Is over in that direction, over that direction, over there. But they actually put their work on their rockets. Jeff Bezos is further down off-site. So, and if you guys want to, I do not know. I didn't do my research to tell you what the payload is. I do believe it's a military. I do believe it's a satellite of some sort. I think it's usually when the Falcon Heavy goes. It's usually like a military-grade satellite. And if it was, because I've seen them actually put up a Israeli satellite, which I got nothing when I tried to live stream it way back in the day, back when Periscope was still a thing. But I do believe this is a military satellite. It may be GPS. I expect to see, and you can hear the coal horn in the back. I expect to hear a lot of those soon. So they're all bleachers that you can watch from. They're like right over there, but those bleachers are very, especially tonight, they are very sought after, and they are not on the cheap. They go for sometimes hundred thousands of dollars, and you have to be a VIP, either of SpaceX or whoever's doing it. Whoever's doing the launch. Yes, especially for a Falcon Heavy. Falcon Heavies, they tend to have VIP. The only way you can watch a SpaceX, a Falcon Heavy, is you have to be VIP status. And sometimes you can get a ticket, because there are no tickets, because the only people that come in are VIPs. I guess somebody was saying that they tried to go on Kennedy. They wouldn't allow tours into Kennedy this morning because the VIPs are on site. Kind of like a VIP party to Disney. I should have gone over that way. I should have gone to that pier right there. But I'm pretty sure those people have probably been there for a while. They've probably been there for like almost as long as I have been in this spot. And I wish I had like a little another phone, so I can actually do like the countdown, find out what they're doing. Still in my backyard, I have my phone going with the SpaceX launch, but you can see how many people actually. This is actually relatively light compared to when they were doing the Artemis launch. The Artemis launch, you couldn't even find a spot down here. They were camped out here. Literally had tents sleeping out here. Somebody's over there taking selfies. So like I said, this is actually one of the coolest actually experiences I've had. Actually trying to do a live stream for you guys is actually trying to do a rocket launch. Because it's not like it's a set schedule as far as like a Disney firework or a Disney performance on in the Garden Rocks Theater. This is actually like I'm dependent on them. When they say it's going, well, if they say it's scrubbed, I don't know. When you start seeing people leave up, there's the lights are going. So right now, I just saw the lights going. I do believe they're going through the fueling process. Final stages of fueling. Like I said, hopefully it's a go to launch. I know the lights were going, which means that they're actually in the process of fueling it. Plus, it's a beautiful. It's like walking on the beach. Beautiful sunset. What's that? I saw the lights going. So the neighbor next to me, she's actually got it on their channel. He's actually got it up, and she's actually, they have, like I said, they started doing the fuel loading the hydrogen and the oxygen. So if this thing goes boom, there's no way to protect it from me and you. You'll feel the shock waves just like I will. There's another dolphin plane in there. So it's taken away for a little bit. There's a dolphin right there playing in the water. There was. He's still playing. Oh, he's still playing in the water. You see the dolphin playing in the water. So I got distracted by dolphin. You can see him coming in the frame to keep you guys entertained while I'm waiting for SpaceX to launch this baby. What's the countdown? It's not like T-minus 1 hour, T-minus. There you go. So 30 minutes to launch. Now we'll sail on as long as I can for you guys. Plug in my thing again. Hopefully it doesn't. Hope it doesn't cause the gimbal to go down like that. So I'm gonna have to hold it for you. If I zoom in for you guys. You actually see a little light on the top that's going. This means they're actually feeling it. And the radio, and over there is the actual component to it. That's the, they have a section in place if they have to cancel it. You know, that's their file suppressing. Come on, camera, work with me. That's actually their file suppressing area. See that light blinking? That's to let them know that they're in the process of fueling it up. I'm gonna zoom back out for you guys. Those guys continue to watch. I appreciate you guys watching. because tomorrow night, if you guys are still watching, if you're watching the replay, tomorrow night I will be in Epcot doing cooling again. For all 3 sets for cooling again. Let's get a little nippy out here. So about my hoodie. So about my hoodie. You see the warning tower over there is going as well, to let them know that there's actually a countdown timer over there as well, to let them know how many minutes until they go for launch. It's actually a little better. So it must be like 20 minutes. So they have up until like 5 seconds before they hit the launch button to scrub the launch, so they can't delay the launch. But it's all dependent on more atmospheric winds, because right here the winds are pretty calm. They're pretty decent enough to launch. You know they're getting close because the young man who left to go have dinner is now setting back up his camera. Usually about this time too, you start seeing planes flying around overhead. Spotter planes. Look how Scott. See, look how pretty that sky is. So now the flight director's doing all the other little things. What I've gathered from watching shows on programs and TV and everything, that the flight director and all those guys are actually doing the countdown. They're going with fuel systems. We'll go. What do you want to call it? Downrange. We'll go. They're trying to do the checklist, going down the checklist. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. In the process of also fueling as well. They're doing the fueling as well. In addition to the checklist, but anytime anytime anybody can say, "Hey, we got an issue," and they will stop the count, or they will look into it, and if it gets to that point, they will stop the countdown. But the countdown, as far as I know, is still continuing. They're still doing we'll go for launch. How's the weather up there? Looking good so far. We are good to go. We are still good to launch. And it's that white building, that little black dot next to it is actually the Falcon Heavy. As the sun gets darker, it'll light up. They'll have it light up with actually lights. Now they're not like street lights. They're like floodlights. They'll come on. They'll actually highlight the pad and illuminate the Falcon Heavy. I'm looking at that neighbor, wondering if it's. It should be about, what, 10, 15 minutes, 10?
19 something.
Yeah. So I figured. all these standing at Disney waiting for a perfect, waiting for that spot to open up so nobody takes my spot. It's booked out because my knees are going strong right now. I'm not sure about a chair. So as on another day, I'll still go for lunch. So, ooh, fish jump. I've stood in Disney for like 3 hours waiting for a perfect spot to do a stream. It's built me up for this. See, it's weird because the light on the camera is actually making it lighter than what it actually is. It's actually a little bit darker out. You can actually see like the lights on the tower, which is right there. Sorry, my hand's in the way. Readjust. Readjust. There we go. The tower lights are going. They were fueling it up.
Yeah,
I know you cannot take on the legs from Germany with you. I always have the same problem. Yeah. But yeah, 12 is too wide for this one. 16 is, I mean, 14 is okay. Yeah,
But
45. Yeah,
if I can only go with 30 or 60 seconds, it doesn't make difference
That's
at all.
true. Yeah,
So,
yeah. If I were you, I'll just take 30 seconds also.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be out in 30 seconds.
I try.
We should be at 10 minutes.
Het is een droom.
If I wasn't live streaming, I would have the ATC traffic going.
Nee, het is een droom.
So about 8 minutes out, guys. Doing the final checks now. The fuel load should be getting close to full. There goes the spotter plane is right overhead of us. I'm excited. It's actually pretty spectacular. I'm not being melodramatic or anything like that, but for someone that normally does Disney live streams, I'm looking forward to this. So, for those who want the oil, it's a satellite that is being launched. into that is being launched on this. It is a military uh, vi- a VIAT satellite that is the payload for the Falcon Heavy, and they are moments away, which means they're minutes. They're like five minutes away from launching. So they're doing the like I said, the final count. The fuel, both the hydrogen and the oxygen are reaching that point where they're starting to top off. They're starting to get full. And I would zoom in, but I want to get you the full perspective of the actual rocket going up. I may zoom in a little bit for you guys here, just a little bit. Just a little bit. There we go. Maybe a little bit further for you guys. Just a little bit further. So you see the lights are going. That's a good sign. They're hitting them right there. The fuel load's 87%. Surprised I have good hearing. So the young lady next to me, my neighbor next to me, actually has the radio going for them. So the fuel loads, I'd say about probably 89, 90% right now. So right across the water, this is actually water. Right here, this isn't land, this is actually water. And this brackets water. We're ready to go, guys. We're ready to go. Don't scrub it now, SpaceX. Don't scrub it now. What's that? Let's go. Wait for the rumble. There goes the contrail. It's to reach that colder air. You know, guys, it's not falling down, it's just getting higher up. I don't know if you guys can hear the rumble or not. So it's actually, those are actually the boosters coming back down. And those are the things that actually break the sound barrier. So when they talk about the reusable boosters, that's what those are. So the thing that's coming down that came down is actually not the actual rocket itself. Those are actually the booster rockets. And those are the ones that are actually reusable. And now it's coming back down. It should be making its way back down. You can see the very light dot right there. I'll zoom in. Woo! So that is actually the returning booster rocket coming back down that they reuse. Then we paint it, then we fuel it, and then we use it. And it's coming back down onto the pad. And it should be 2 of them, and that's one of them. I don't know where the other one could be out to sea, loading on a platform shipped out at sea.
Yeah.
So, as I lost it, guys. So, thanks for watching, guys. If you want to subscribe, that's cool. If you don't, that's cool too. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for giving that like. And I will see you tomorrow, guys, from Epcot. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.